Good morning, family, friends, and curious onlookers. It's Jake with the Roaming Homesteaders, and today we're going to be continuing in our quest to install a garden at my parents' house. This is like Saturday number 4. I mean, we've been going on for like 6 weeks off and on between the rains and, just doing it as we could. But it's a beautiful day here in Northern California. A little bit cold, a little bit windy, but we're finally able to get back out after the last snow melted and continue on with the garden project because we got a lot to do before the snow stays on the ground. It's going to be a pretty busy day. So I got to run over to Ace, pick up some screws so that we can start building the frames for the garden bed, and actually multiple garden beds. And then I got to get up into the mountains quick because I'm running late. It's already 8 a.m. I'm about an hour behind, but I was up until like 1 a.m. working on projects and things. So let's hit the road and get what we need to get over at the store, and then we'll head up in the mountains. So we got some more rain coming next week. I haven't been out to the parents' property site, and this is where I was gardening last year, and I kind of gave it up because we've had problems with drug growers and thieves breaking in there and stealing and destroying things, and it just wasn't somewhere where we could get to very easily. So we decided to just abandon that idea and then do something up at my parents' house where they could keep an eye on things. But I still built a few things that I have to keep an eye on. I have the floor of an 8x10 shed that I built that I would like to relocate, but because it's sitting out there, I have to make sure it's covered with a tarp so it's not ruined by rain. So got to go pick up a tarp at Harbor Freight, and then we'll hit the road. All right, so I made it out to the property. We're gonna get this new tarp put on real quick so that we can preserve this shed base. And then I gotta get back on the road. I'm just running later and later today, so it's already about 8:30. Let me get this tarp on real quick and we'll hit the road again. Okay, so that's about all the time I could spend out here today. That was fun, but I'm glad we got this covered up so I don't have to worry about it. It can sit out here for a couple of more months before I move it, and it'll be safe and dry. So let's get back on the road and head up to the house. We got a bigger garden to deal with today. right, so I'm up at the garden in my parents' house. I had to jump right in and get a few things done because I was running late this morning. I've been working for a couple hours, but basically we were just spreading out and leveling the dirt and getting the first garden box ready to go. We're doing raised beds up here. We got a couple piles of really big dirt we're going to be able to fill in, but the problem we have in the soil here is that the grade is about 1 inch drop per foot. So with a 24 foot bed, we're looking at about 2 foot drop. So we're going to have to build the bed sort of reverse down, setting the level, building down with accounting for the slope, and then getting in, digging with a pickaxe to level it out, and then filling the rest with garden soil. So that's kind of what we're working on. We're about to set the main frame of the new box, the first box, and then we'll start filling it with dirt. So let's keep going. Alrighty, it's been another late day here on the garden. We got one whole raised bed in. It was quite a beast. We had to deal with a real grading problem, real slope here. It's going to get better for the rest of the garden because it's a little bit flatter on that side and we can actually step down and not have to use as much material. But for this side we had to deal with what we had to deal with because of the steep slope on that corner. So we got the hard part out of the way. I think we have enough material on hand for one more of these beds right now, and we're going to be dismantling a deck, and we'll be able to use the material from that. And then we're going to be able to just keep going. So we used about a third of the first dirt pile, which would mean we have enough dirt for 6 beds, which is what we've calculated. So we're just going to keep going. It's been a lot of good work. I'm encouraged again. I think last time it's just been so torn up. I realized that it was going to be so much work to put it back together. It was a little bit discouraging, but getting this part done has been really good, and I'm excited. So that's all we're going to be able to do again this weekend. Hopefully the weather will hold up. We'll be able to get a couple more of these beds in so we can plant some of the bulbs and things before the snow really flies, and we're just really excited.